there's little Rhea can do that doesn't get attention.
Yeah,
she's
definitely.
I mean,
she's someone else. Definitely.
She's
very unique. Nobody like her.
Nobody like her. I mean, she's just imposing. She's gorgeous, badass, cool. Everything that you want out of a superstar, Rhea's got it.
Hey there, Sportskeeda Nation. You can catch all the action from WWE's Clash at the Castle event live on Saturday, September 3rd on BT Sport. And for more information, you can head to bt.com/sport/WWE. Stick around though for my interview with WWE superstar Damian Priest.
Damian Priest, how you doing?
All right, man. What's up?
I'm not too bad. I'm going to get right into it. What is the importance of Clash at the Castle, and how much are you personally looking forward to it?
Well, I'm super stoked for this event. Right now this is my first time in Wales, and I'm having a blast. The place is awesome. And the importance, I mean, look, in this business, like the main goal is always to try to create something special for our fans and create moments and stuff that people remember. Like we all want to be important. We all want to do something memorable. This is one of those. I mean, for me, like this is the first time ever, right? For us, like for me, and there's only one chance at a first time, and everybody's coming to look to deliver and knock it out of the park and do something like incredibly special for our fans. And then being that it's in this awesome town, like this awesome city, it's incredibly special for us. Like being here now, just doing this, I'm even more so looking forward to it, because we already knew it was special. We already knew it was a big deal. Now being here and seeing the sights and the castle and the bay and just the people.
The bay is nice, isn't it?
Beautiful. There's just something in the air here. Like it's special. It really feels special. So that day in a packed stadium, this is gonna be wild. So it's incredibly special and important for everybody. We're coming to put on a performance that's just gonna be wild for our fans.
Cool. Now, as a heavy metal fan, how did you convince WWE to let you name your moves like Hit the Lights?
It wasn't too much convincing. I think it's just we get it. Like when it comes to me per se, like they just understood. Where it was. My choke slam, which I've had since I started in like 2004. The South of Heaven. People have never questioned how I name stuff. So whether it was South of Hit the Lights, and I have other names in the back, like ready to go for other moves.
Do you have any? Can you share some with us?
Oh yeah, like so. One of my dives, I used to call it When Darkness Falls, and that's
Kill Switch Engage.
Exactly, stuff like that. Like I wanted to name something else, which maybe it's going to be a future finisher or something. Shadows Fall, stuff like that. I've always been a fan of incorporating my loves outside of here with my character and things I do. So naming moves after songs and bands, it just makes sense.
That's really cool. Do you have any predictions for Roman versus Drew in the main event of Clash at the Castle?
I don't know if it's a prediction or a want, but I'm a big Drew fan. Yeah. Like as a person, as a performer, and everything. And I obviously can't take anything away from Roman. The guy, he's the man, right? Mm-hmm. But man, I love Drew. The guy, he's such a stud, and I want him to do it. I want him to do the thing, and I want him to have that moment, especially here in Cardiff. So I'm rooting for Drew. Yeah.
You worked with Bad Bunny a lot, especially during the build and the actual main show of WrestleMania 37. What was it like to work with him? Was he good? Yeah, surprisingly, it was awesome. When it got presented at first, of course I knew who he was, being from Puerto Rico and everything, but you never know, you hear all these stories about celebrities in this business and how they're just coming to promote their thing and they don't treat it right and they could care less, and then here's a guy who
was so. His main concern was not disrespecting what our culture and what we do.
And that's the most important thing. Right?
It was incredible. Like, that was so cool. Like, from day one, where he was like, "Hey, is this okay? Can I do this? I don't want to, disrespect anybody." And I told him immediately, I was like, "You're gonna be okay here. If that's your attitude just walking in, you're gonna be just fine." And sure enough, he earned the respect. Look, earning the respect of our fans is crazy because our fans are so, specific in what they like and what they want and how they want everything. So. But earning the respect of the locker room is even that much more special, and he did that. Where I don't think there's one person that had an issue with Bad Bunny being there, it's something. No matter what you do and how positive you seem to be, there's usually somebody that's like taking a spot or whatever. Not Bad Bunny. Like, at first, of course, it was natural, but by the end, everybody was complimentary and everybody was positive of his presence.
Oh, nice. It's good to hear. Speaking of celebrities coming into WWE and working, have you had any experience with Logan Paul? Is he similar to Bad Bunny in his attitude?
I haven't had too much experience with him, but seeing what he's done and his performances, he has to be, similar in the sense of taking it seriously, putting in the work and the time and wanting to earn his place.
He's been great so far.
Exactly. So, like I said, I haven't had too much interactions with him, but it seems like he's on par with, just he wants to earn that WWE respect. Like, hey, I'm not. This is serious. Like, I'm not just coming in and goofing around. Yeah. So, power to him for that.
Awesome. Now, he worked with Rey Mysterio at this year's WrestleMania. You've been working with Rey Mysterio recently, and you've worked with Edge as well. What's it been like working with legends like that, and what have you learned from them?
Man, it's wild. For me, coming into the business and to this company, it's like the dream opponents and looking up to these guys, and you never think the dream is just a dream, because that's not supposed to be real. And then I get the job, right? Yeah. And then I get the job, and then it's like, I can't believe this is real. And then I meet them, and I'm like, I can't believe this is real. And then I get to work with them and do stuff on camera and in front of the world.
Personally, right, I just thought, the shot with Edge where his mouth was getting wrenched back with the weapon, that was like an iconic shot.
Wild, right? Hitting Edge with a concerto. I mean, are you kidding me?
Insane. Yeah,
doing performing a Razor's Edge on it. I mean, there's so many. Yeah. It's unreal, and I don't even know how I got here, but I'm just grateful that I'm here.
Yeah, definitely. Now, moving on to the Judgment Day, Rhea Ripley recently went viral for choking Dominik Mysterio with her legs. What are your thoughts on that?
That was one of those that when we talked about what we wanted to do, we were and especially Rhea, she was like, "Oh my God, my creep fan base are going to go crazy over this." We knew what was going to happen.
They did.
And the next day, we were just laughing hysterically about it. She was like, "Yeah, pretty much what we thought would happen." She's like, "I knew it." And it was like, well, let's do it then. Let's give them, let's give them something to talk about, which is the what we try to do anyway. Just make sure people talk about us tomorrow, next week, next year. That's the goal, right?
That's very important.
So, and let's do it in a cool way. And she did it, because we did our business. She choked them out, and we were telling a story. But also, there's the other side where it's like, well, let's do something that it'll draw more attention, and which
it got loads of attention.
There's little Rhea can do that doesn't get attention.
Yeah,
she's
definitely. She's someone else. Definitely. She's very unique. Nobody like her.
Nobody like her. I mean, she's just imposing. She's gorgeous, badass, cool. Everything that you want out of a superstar, Rhea's got it.
Definitely, yeah. It's of the Judgment Day on a wider scale. Could you ever see the group taking on the Judgment Day? The Judgment Day. Could you ever see the group taking on the Bloodline? And if so, how do you think that would go?
That's something that we've talked about, and we'll get there. Yes, but we're very conscious of we need to get there. We can't just do it just because because I mean you're talking about 3 people that are right now
the biggest stars,
and I'm in the company saying this, and I have no issue saying it because it's the truth. They're on another level that nobody else in the company is on.
Yeah.
So we need to get there. Like that's a goal for all of us. That's where we want to be. So yes, but when the time is right, we want to earn it. We want to earn our place, and we want to get there to that we can do really crazy business with them.
Well, that's definitely something that I would like to see. Moving on, you worked very closely with Triple H in NXT. What changes has he brought to the creative process of the main roster so far? If you can talk about it.
I mean, I have no issue speaking about it, but there's really, it's in its infancy. We just started with the new era, right? So it's hard to speak about what changes because there really hasn't. I think everybody's trying to figure out what's happening, including Triple H. Where I'm sure he has a vision. I'm sure he knows where he wants to go. But it's not going to be 100% change overnight. Like you have to get there, and he can't just turn away the fans. Because the fan base is you can't just confuse them, so to speak. So I'm sure we're going to get to the point of it's completely his vision, but we got to get there first. And coming somebody like you said, I've worked closely with him. The guy's a genius and a wizard when it comes to this business. So he's gonna. It's no shot. He's gonna succeed.
Yeah.
This is gonna be incredible, and I'm excited to be a part of this.
Brilliant, thank you. I've got to wrap it up. Thank you for spending the time to do this interview. I'm going to leave you one question. If you could face any WWE champion, past, present, maybe even future, who would it be?
The easy answer is Undertaker. He's the reason why I wanted to become a WWE superstar. He's the reason why I fell in love with this business. And it has nothing to do with the wrestling, so to speak. It was more the Undertaker, the character,
the presence of him.
Yeah, the way, the emotion he got out of me. That's what I strive to do for others. Like I want to get that type of emotion out of people. So it hands down, easy answer, no question about it, The Undertaker.
Well, thank you. It's been a pleasure to meet you. It's been a pleasure to conduct this interview with you, and I hope to do it again soon.
No, my pleasure. Thanks, man.